So since you your check was only $200, I won't take the whole thing. I'll take 100 this check or whatever you sent me.
No, it was 316.
So I'll just take 100 this.
You can just take. You can take.
I'll just take 100 this go around. And I'll take 100 next go around. All right.
Let's take all of it and send me. I'm gonna ask her. You know what I mean? I just want you to have it.
Well, no, I'm only taking the 200 that you owe me.
Just take the 316.
No. Because they'll give you. Because I'm just going to be giving it back to you anyways.
Exactly. So I want you to have it.
No,
that's my point, Jamie.
No, I'll just give you the 6. I'll just take the 200 you owe me.
Jamie. That's the whole point.
I get it. No, you can spend that money on your own stuff, gas and whatnot, going out, whatever.
I don't want to move back early and start my job then.
Oh, it hasn't even shown up in your bank account yet.
It's shown until Friday.
Oh, okay. All right.
Weird.
Or whatever. Or you got accepted. The best thing you can do now is just start applying while you're here, and then if you going up there maybe a weekend or a weekend towards the end of July or 1st of August, and do interviews.
I was already planning on doing that. That's why I'm moving in early so I can tell them, hey, I can start early.
So.
I'll be waiting. Waiter, something.
Battery's dead.
Try a bigger airport for service.
Yep. Put it in the trash can for you?
Huh?
I put it in the trash can for you?
Oh, I needed it.
Oh, what's in the trash can? take one of those right now. I just need one.
No, it's cheesing.
You are the first person to join the conference.
Hello, Mr. Nestor.
Hey, Timmy. How you doing?
Causing trouble. I'm causing trouble all day.
Well, good.
How about you?
Maybe I don't know, I'm jumping all over the place here. I got,
What's going on?
getting, I don't know, just
Stuff.
interruptions and questions and issues in one area and issues in the other area. And,
Your boss being a
looking at
jackass.
your BI stuff, man, it looks awesome.
Oh, you haven't seen awesome. So on that first page, right?
Right?
Where the users are. So go pick slide that date range to like 6/1 through 7/10 or whatever, something like that.
Okay.
And see how that all changes.
Yeah.
And then go right mouse click on a user. And then say drill through.
Cool. And say what?
Where it says drill through. Right mouse click on a username and it should say drill through.
Oh.
And then user, whatever it says, user detail or something.
Oh, wow.
And so it gives you it gives you kind of a summary of what everybody's doing.
Wow.
So
man, this is awesome. Wow.
So that gives you a trend, right, across what everybody's doing.
Oh yeah. Wow, this is very powerful. Jeez.
And this is all on the data set that you guys are providing, right? There's no funny.
Yeah. No. Right. No, I get it. It's just that it's awesome, right? So in this case, it really. I mean, it's so easy to search here, so the entering the username is really not an issue.
Well, so I need to figure out. For some reason, like if that was just a single field, right? There should be a way I can put the little search box up there, but for some reason, this one and I haven't been able to figure out what I'm doing wrong. But there's a way to put a search box there. Just some reason the data set that I've got going on just isn't. It's being cranky about it. But we'll get there.
Yeah, it's a matter of
whacking the right buttons.
Out yeah. Gee, this.
And then if you click down on the bottom there, there's a source code by Wandisco repo report.
Yeah.
And then this allows you to click.
Oh.
So you can pick a date range, and then you can pick a repo like Rockstars, or repo SPIP, and you can see the the churn.
Wow.
And then we have the same one for get.
Right. I'm going to the get now.
I don't think the get one's working. That one's.
Say it again.
I don't think the get one's working. I think I broke it. Oh, that's why it's broken.
No, I see it.
No, but it's not working. No,
I see it.
No, but the graph isn't changing.
Oh, okay.
But I can fix that. Hold on, Dave.
No, but I yeah.
Hold on.
Wow. This is pretty cool. Charminar.
There we go. All right, I'll publish the update to it.
Yeah.
About 2 or 3 minutes, or about 2 minutes, the update will be there. The graph isn't working. Like if you click on a one code repo, the graph doesn't move. No matter which one you click on, the graph doesn't move around.
Okay.
It's the subversion graph. That's why.
Yeah.
I turn my video off a second. My internet's just sucking wind. I don't know what's wrong with it. But yeah, so this is the starts of the BI stuff.
Yeah.
I showed it to Don today, and just gave you guys credit up and down, left and right, and he thought this was some of the coolest stuff ever.
Yeah, and also I'm looking at the map, the source map.
Yeah, I need to get that to where the drills work, but it's interesting to look at, but the drills don't work.
Yeah.
And so, but it's fun to look at.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of interesting. What you can, what is available is tool. This is great because it's just exactly what we needed. So a way to just to have a single reporting area, right?
Yep.
So you go here, then you start going through the tabs and just look whatever you you're looking for?
My pocket's on fire. I don't know who that is. Well, and so this will just drive you crazy. So I spent basically about 5 hours working on this to get it where it's at.
Oh no, yeah, and that's very fast. I get it. I mean, it's not easy just to get.
Well, no, but
I'm
BI makes it very easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you say for the entire thing?
Yeah, this whole dashboard I built in about 5 hours.
Oh wow, okay. I thought you were talking about this report views per day. And then they had some other stuff that flying around that they look. Oh, this is cool. Now on the user contribution report, the chart on source trends by tool.
Yeah, down below.
Yeah. So they seem that they're all kind of going up and down at the same rate, if you will. Maybe I'm not reading this correctly. So the graph kind of shows, they're all going up, they're all going down, up and down, up and down.
Kind of. So what happens is if you highlight one of the areas, it tells you what's all in what, right?
Yeah.
And so you can kind of see the problems with this graph is that the one code data, the red stuff, there's so much in there, it dilutes the other lines. And so what looks like happened is if you look at it's a combination of all three adds and deletes. So if you look at this is showing days, not months. Why is this not showing months? So if you look over where it says source trend tools by tool and look at the upper left where it says drill up, do you have months there or days there, numbers there?
Hold on. I don't have it.
Share your screen with me if you can. Or was that just going to make a mess?
On this one, RPD will at the lowest level data show.
So if you put your cursor right on source trends, there should be like little arrows that appear. Maybe it does it on the website.
No.
Oh, let's see. Oh, you should see a little arrow that says drill up right above the letter O in source trends by tool. They're grayish. That's interesting.
Oh, one that says drill up and then.
Yeah. Can
drill up?
Yeah. Can you drill up a level?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now it changed.
So now it should be showing months.
Oh, I see.
Instead of days.
Yeah. Okay. May, June, July. Okay. That kind of. Yeah.
So at the beginning of the year, you see a bunch of WAN disco and you see a bunch of ads for OneCode. Oh, well, OneCode's data is kind of flat. I wonder why it's not adjusting. Well, hold on.
And then
the OneCode data.
Remember that.
No, the OneCode data is not changing. I wonder why.
We have the Garrett servers too. The two Garrett servers.
So under Garrett, the last time I looked, there's no Garrett data.
Yeah, and under Austin, we should have them all.
Under Garrett, what?
Check.
Well, so I'm looking at the tables, And there's no commit underscore Garrett. There's no commit data for Garrett's, for either one of them. There's the users and there's the well, it's PCTC activity.
It should be, because they are the only thing we got us Garrett all the way up to beginning of the year on commits, and then we have.
So let me show you what I see. Hold on a
Okay.
second.
In PCTC we have.
So these are all the tables, right? And I don't have any commit tables for Garrett. I have last repo access. I have OS Garrett users. I have PC Garrett users, but I don't have the commit underscore tables for Garrett's. See these right here?
Commit, yeah. I'm pretty sure they have it. Maybe it's a different. Those are all the tables that you can see.
Yeah, these are all the tables.
That's it.
Yep.
I know that Scott is in the process also of, quote unquote, moving the whole thing to quote unquote the production location database.
Yep.
And I wonder if he moved those tables over already.
Maybe.
Let me. We should kind of sync up with them.
Yeah, no, I've had Ken and him are chit-chatting about when that's going to happen, so I can move all this over. So.
Okay. No, but that's pretty big. You should see the Ascari dot repo, Ascari users, KCP activity data. What about commit or git?
Git commits. So I have total commits. So here, so like if you go.
No, sorry, on the tables that you.
It's right here. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So git, RMX, and subversion.
Commit.
So those are the three right there.
Make it okay, and that one, and what is in there? What is in that gate? Because it should have commits from all three of them.
Oh, maybe it does then. Maybe I don't. Maybe I didn't. I didn't look at that. Do I still have that?
So I think we're sharing a table with all the. I think.
Oh, here. You want to find out? So commit messages. Oh, let's do this. Repo URL. Repo commit messages. Oh yeah, you did. They're all combined.
Yeah.
Cool.
They had a.
That's fine.
And.
So I can just change, instead of saying one code, I can say get.
Sure. Right.
So that actually works.
Right.
That actually works better.
Yeah. I don't know. I try to remember why we well, because you got the commit for RMX, which is one server, and then I don't know why we combine. I think it's because the data was similar. I don't remember why we changed that for, but
Look, you get to see your boss do his coding.
yeah. So is that the BI interface?
Yeah, this is the editor.
Interface, okay.
So this is how you.
That's pretty cool.
this is how you kind of manipulate things. And so and that changes it all. See, now it says get Garrett, blah blah blah, but something's in here is funny, and I'll have to go look. So if I look right here, right where it says, see where it says get, what is that, 40 million, right? And then I come over here, it's still the same 40 million. The number is not changing.
Right,
for on this report.
The tables are, well, I mean, yeah, the line is moving down.
And so I have to go figure out. So for the WANDisco stuff, it's working, right? But it looks like the RMX lines. Yeah, so so there's something there that's funny. I'm gonna have to go figure it out.
Yeah. And we have a story for Sprint 4 just for this, right? Because we found in our reporting, we kind of moving fast, and then, when I look closely, I go, well, what happened here? This number doesn't match up. And oh yeah, you're right, I made a little mistake. So we still have some bugs on the reporting, so we gotta
that's fine.
Really take time and making sure that that we cover all the scenarios and the data looks correctly, because we don't want to do all this work and then reporting the wrong data.
It looks like
not that it's wrong, it's just that we reported it wrong, which is, this would be a shame. So we gotta.
It looks like
time.
It looks like the data here is right, but for some reason this chart is being difficult, which wouldn't surprise me, because they do weird things. Some of these charts are where they don't want to. Let me.
Yeah, it's just an.
But I will figure it out.
No, but to keep working, it looks and it's extremely powerful. And I think that's what they call Power BI, right?
Yeah.
That's the name of it. Now we know why.
Actually, what I might do, so I figured out how to make pages longer. So page sizes, right? So I can go custom, and I can go make this page longer. And what I can do is, instead of being holistic, so what we'll do here is we will take out the get stuff, and we'll take out the RMX stuff here, and then we'll come down this guy and we'll take out the
just
RMX.
basically show per tool.
Yeah, I wonder if that
I
wonder if that will behave a little bit better. So here's more of the curve for get, and then we can do this for RMX. So we'll check all these guys here. Check the date there. Check, and then we'll drill this guy down. So now, instead of seeing a singular view, right? Of them all stacked, now you see more of a trend by each tool.
I like that.
So, yeah, I think I like that too.
Yeah, I like that. Even because the one for RMX, it really looks, before they look all the same, now you can really see the difference a little bit. So lines deleted. Added deleted, right? So in May, deleted a lot of stuff, it looks like.
Yep. Got a bunch of churn in that code base, you know, 1 and 1.1 million lines.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's related to this migration to the new system. Hard to tell,
but yep, that's what I've been working on. So let me publish this.
Oh, this is so exciting. This is cool.
I think
because I keep going back to the old days, right? They're not really old days. We talk about maybe a year ago, on before Wendy's going all that stuff. Suddenly we can do things like this.
Oh yeah, imagine if we didn't. Imagine if we didn't have all this, right? If we were trying to stitch all this together, yeah, it wouldn't be fun.
No, and now we have a lot of data points. We can make intelligent decisions, when people are asking stuff, or running reports. And
so if you refresh your page now, you'll get the updates.
Okay.
And then I have to run because I have another meeting.
It's refreshing. Yep, I see it.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to cut you loose. I have to go deal with some random IT person running admin access to Jira.
Okay. All right, man.
I'll talk to you later.
Keep working on it. It looks fantastic.
All right, cool, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, man. Bye.
You're not going anymore? Oh,
Oops.
Welcome to Unified Conferencing. You are the first person to join the conference.
Hello. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Is it Thigh?
Actually, T. It's
T.
like just the first letter.
Okay.
Yes.
I try.
I know. It's just because of the spelling of the name. Most of the time, I was thinking even like changing my name to just put the letter T so people don't get confused.
That's funny because my name being spelled Jami without that E on the end, it confuses people. They're like, is it Jamie or is it Honey? Or all sorts of creative things.
Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Hi. So how do you pronounce your name then?
It's Jamie.
Jamie?
It's Jamie, yep.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of people...
Just without the E.
Yeah, just without the E. My parents decided to torture me for the last 40 years, so... Mary, we're just...
My name, the name for the spelling of my name is Thi, right? But in Vietnamese, it's more like a boy name, okay? Because that means what you call it poetry. So it's a common name.
Gotcha.
But then I think when I was born, my dad was all like, oh, he was expecting a boy. So way back then, they can't determine the sex of the baby ahead, right? when I turned out to be a girl, he was all like, okay, let's just switch the I to the Y, so it's more feminine spelling. And then when we moved here to the U.S., then you know that TXY, it's more like old English, right? Like
Yep.
Thai or a thing like that. So that's how my name's always been called like that, Thai or Thai.
I got you. No, I got you. I have a good friend that I've been good friends with for over 20 years. That's from Vietnam, and you know he always takes us out to the Vietnamese places, and we look at it and we're like, well, how do you pronounce that? Because that's not how it looks in English. Like the common one, like pho and things like that, right? They're not pronounced that way. So, but anyways, good times. Hi, Mary. How are you doing?
Hey, good. I have no story about my name. So.
That's all right. We're just waiting for you. So all is well. So, here, let me turn my video back on. Sorry, I had some. My kids I'm working from home today. I got my kids running around back here and, you know, making funny faces at the camera. So I spared you guys that. So I think just a quick round of introductions, and then we can kind of get going here. So I'll introduce myself. So I'm Jamie Stanek. I'm the Senior Director of Engineering Services in IT. I am the owner of a lot of things. I think for this conversation, the tool Jira is kind of under my umbrella. We also do source code management, which may be a part of this discussion possibly later down the road. But I take care of all source code for the entire company now, IT included. Wow. So we manage all that for everybody. So that's me, and I'm in San Antonio. If you guys are curious.
Oh. Yeah. Great.
Okay. So
T.
You want? Yeah, I'll go next.
You go ahead, T.
So I am in IT applications. I am a business analyst, technologist, and I do mostly projects with the web marketing team, and also the global PGS, the Polycom Global Service Team support portal with Ludwig. Okay. I kind of understand what you in terms of the code repository of Jira, because we used to have our own SVN, right? Shashi was managing that for the web team. Yep. And now we're very happy moving over to the engineering on your team to manage that.
Yeah, we moved that over.
We have been waiting to get access to Jira for a while, because we use just the change gear help desk system, but that's more suitable for productions issue, right? Things that don't need enhancements or development. But when we get into development work that we have to release, we like to have access to Jira so that we can, manage as part of the QA process and the development process.
Yep.
Right? The software lifecycle development, we have that too, but it's just a bit shorter. It's not the same thing as you guys. But one of the things, I think the restriction we had before was somehow for the whole entire IT team, we have access to only one Jira instance, okay? So it's very difficult to sort of like group to say who's the ticket belong to, because there's other team who do development in Salesforce, in EBS, in Siebel, in Oracle, and then for web team is AEM, Adobe Experience Manager, right? So it's very hard for us to like know how to track it and also group the tickets accordingly. So this time, what I've asked Mary to start with is that maybe request in terms of, are you guys going to be able to allow some of us to create, a similar project like for the web team, so that we can just manage it for our project separately, right? I don't even know in terms of, are we able to even customize any of our workflow? If not, I'll be happy to just use a standard one first, but then we at least be able to get our own project so that we can, manage the tickets ourselves.
All right.
So, Jamie, I'm the project manager. I'm in the web, the digital marketing, but I support IT projects. I was thinking and looking at Jira, if it's possible for us to have a project, maybe 2 projects, one for support, one for software development, and then I would create boards underneath those projects, and could that be parsed out for us? So you wouldn't have to have a whole new instance, but we could just share the space.
So that's very much how Jira works. So let me kind of share with you guys what IT's already kind of got going on, kind of what engineering does, and then we can talk about next steps. So I'll talk about engineering. So engineering, if you look inside of, and none of this is a problem, by the way. We'll be able to work something out here. So don't worry. We have unlimited licenses for Jira. And so it's not going to be a big deal. It's just really trying to figure out kind of where you guys fit in the best. So, so from an engineering perspective, what engineering has is engineering has one project inside of Jira, and it's been built in such a way to where the entire engineering group, 125 products, a little over 1,100 code bases, all fit into one project. And that was done for 2 reasons. One reason was to ensure that workflows were standard within the organization. And so when someone says, you know, a ticket, no matter what it is, it's sitting in a status of review, it means the same thing to everybody. If it's in progress, same thing. On the bug side, there's a whole big long list of different areas for bugs. So it drove alignment and consistency in the development process for engineering. We spent some time, I have to remember, I can't remember the guy's name right off the top of my head. We spent some time with a gentleman in IT, and we built this thing called IT Apps, which was a project to do kind of the same thing. But those guys really kind of fell off the horse. They're not, it's somewhat active. I'm looking at it right now. It's somewhat active, but it's not as active as I would like to see it. And anyways, you guys know about that, the IT app one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I think it was, we are losing people also on the app side. I think you were probably working with Mahesh before. He was my boss, and he already left too. So, and a lot of you, a lot of the app side, kind of like, you know, so busy with the integrations, and then it kind of fell off the wagon, you know, see? And then I think the other one was that I was under the impression, I don't know, somebody maybe come back and say, oh, now that Jira is managing by engineering, we can only have one project, and that's it. We have to conform to whatever it is. We cannot have our own project.
I never said that. What I told them, right, was your management, basically Luke, how does he want it structured? Does he want it structured where IT sits similar to engineering? Because there's a lot of value in that. Or do we want to have different parts have their own projects? Again, I don't care. This is really up to you guys. I just want, this is the story I don't want to unfold is a year from now where everybody goes, man, it sure would be nice if we could see all the IT stuff and all the IT activities across these 6 projects inside of a portfolio, and you can't do it because the data is not consistent. So that is the only caveat, that's the only recommendation, the only advice I can give you guys is if IT works in separate projects, what will happen is the data will change. It'll be different between them, and trying to run analytics to look at all of it will become very hard. Trust me, we took 1,200 Jira projects from Jira 5 that engineering had and squished them all into one for that one specific reason. So it's just wisdom. Like I said, if you guys want your own project and you want it stock, I can go spin that up, give that over to you guys, and you guys can go hack away at it all you want. But just remember, that might come bite you in the butt.
Well, let me say this also, Jimmy, because I kind of think this a little bit when I was in a previous company, similar thing, is that do we have, are we using also the Confluence license of Jira? where there's different aspects that can be created, under the Jira?
So we have Confluence as well. We have unlimited licenses. We can create an IT space. We don't have one today. Usually on something like that, what I would probably recommend is get started with Jira first and then bring Confluence on a little bit later. Confluence and Jira, they're separate applications, and they tend to be, if you know how to do it, they work really well together. If you don't have anyone that's good at it, people poke and they make a mess. And so generally my recommendation there would be, start out with a very stock looking Jira project and kind of get everybody into that rhythm. And then bring the Jira or the integration with Confluence in later. Now, I run a development team right within my organization, and we've completely divorced Confluence. We use Jira 100%. We've gone to using SharePoint and OneDrive, and we make attachments inside of web links inside of Jira for our documentation, because that's what Confluence really is. And we haven't missed it. So again, it's there. It's unlimited. I can create a space for you guys. You can knock yourself out. But I would start with getting the team, understanding one tool at a time and kind of figuring out what you're going to do there. And then once you get Jira understood, kind of from a business flow standpoint, and then you go over to you can add the Confluence bit. Now, so what we can do is we can create a new project. We can call it whatever, IT web, IT marketing, whatever. I can give you guys, administrative project admin access to that. I would highly recommend that you only have one person doing the admin work, just to keep it consistent. In engineering, there's only 3 for 1,000 people. And we learned our lesson in Jira 5. What happens with a lot of administrators, workflows kind of change, fields kind of change, and people don't really know why. And it causes lots of confusion. Let me ask you a question. What are you guys following, kind of an agile methodology or more kind of like a traditional waterfall methodology? What are you, from a dev standpoint, what are you guys thinking?
Mix. We're kind of mixed. So let me also give you a little bit in terms of why I was asking for different projects. So the reason for web team, we don't have enough internal developer, right? So we work with outside a lot. And it doesn't mean that the same vendor for every single project. So that's also the difficult thing. So we'll have to be able to track.
HCL, all those guys, yeah, I get it.
Okay, exactly, yeah. So we normally, ongoing, we will have, like what Mary said, we will have like 2 main Jira projects. One is for the IT web, right? And one is for IT, the global, PGS, okay, for support. Because it's sort of like your backlog, your ongoing enhancement queue that we will manage and track them, right? We have a separate that are doing managed service for us to like take the ticket, to estimate, and then do the development, and then tell us when it's released for build, right? So we can track that. But then in addition to that, ongoing for like regular monthly release that we do, sometimes have different projects that go on parallel, where we engage with new resource of a different vendor. So for example, like you say, HCL, tech aspect, or TCS that are doing the ongoing release, but they engage better to just go something small for the specific project, for example, on web, right? On some new page or new section. But that's a totally different vendor. So we want to be able to track that, the QA, the UAT, that project via Jira separately. and just restrict all the access to that project only for the team member that need it. We don't want them to be able to see access to the rest of our project in IT, right, or other tickets.
Yeah.
But I don't. Multiple projects. Okay, we still want to use the same workflow. We want a standardized workflow. We don't want it, you know, too complicated, like too many variation or customization.
So I agree. I mean, so the workflow of engineering is the standard agile workflow that comes with Jira. Either things are in to do, things are in progress, or things are in review or done. Right, so we took a huge engineering organization and we kept them to those workflows. One of the things that will get you in trouble faster than anything else is having all these workflows and people get confused on where things need to be. The other problem that you're going to see with having multiple projects, again, I'm fine with it, I'm just telling you all some pitfalls, is that you end up in this cloning death spiral where you're cloning things back and forth between the two projects. And that was really our biggest problem in Jira 5, where we had 256 active projects, and people would clone an item from a support project into a product. That product would clone it out to another product, and you end up losing your traceability because people have gotten in themselves into kind of this I'm going to call it the cloning hell, because that's really what happened, and it's hard to run analytics against it. So what we've done is if inside the engineering database, what we've actually done is we've created several different issue types to help with those kinds of things. So we have like customer support issues. You guys could have like a web request. You could have different kinds of requests with different data fields in there to maybe help that and keep that data more into one project. Now, what I can do for you guys is we can get one project set up so you guys can get started. We can put it on our dev sandbox and let you guys just go in there and just hack and slash and just do whatever you want for a couple weeks to understand what you want to do. And then when you guys kind of feel that you're in a good spot, let's have this conversation again, and we'll help get you ported over to the production box with what you want and get you going. Now, I want you guys to be successful with this. So if you have any questions or concerns or thoughts, or how do you do this in engineering, or what do you do and how do you manage that, let me know. We've been doing this for a while. Again, we manage 1,000 software developers in a single project. And so I totally get it. And I can show you guys how to do some of that. And if it doesn't interest you and you still want a second project, great. We'll go the second project route. So what do you want to call it?
That sounds really good.
So let's talk about the real. Let's talk about the real nuts and bolts. What do you want to call this thing? Let's call it Let's call it TM.
No, IT web first, right? So at least you know. So
IT web.
Or
IT web.
Web apps. Yeah, web apps.
We can do that.
IT web apps.
Yes.
We can do that. Now, you get a 5-character key. What do you want to call that key? So every issue that comes out of Jira has a little key in front of it. It'll say like EN for engineering, and then they'll have the dash, and they'll have the issue type number. What do you guys want to call that? You want to call that IT web? You can go up to 5.
Yeah, IT web.
Okay.
IT web will be good.
And then who all needs our access? Mary, T, you need access. Anybody else?
So right now, I think us two be good first.
Okay.
And then I think we're gonna, if you can make us like admin of that project.
We will.
We can hack away with it, and then we'll try to also learn, to assign role or add people accordingly as well.
We can do that. So the first link I'm going to send you is to the sandbox server, so you guys can play around with it. And so
Great.
just remember that's the sandbox server. It's just the dev stuff. So you guys can play around with it. I'll send this request over to my my administrator to create you guys that project, make you guys both users and project administrators, and set you guys on your way.
That'd be great. Thanks, Jamie.
And then again,
Thank
you
you
know,
so much.
don't hesitate. I mean, if you guys want to have some kind of a regular cadence call around development processes and best practices and some of the stuff that we've done in development, like how we check in code and how does it work against Jira, because we have automated flows there where you can put in a bug ID when you do a subversion commit, and it will close the issue in Jira and stuff like that. We can have. Those were some of the things that.
Cool.
Those are some of the things I was talking with Luke and Manesh and some couple other guys over there about, and then they all ran away. So, so we can continue this
Actually,
conversation.
I like those. Oh yeah, we even have. So we will also. I think that's a great idea, mainly because our deployment process, the code reporting process right now, a lot of it is very manual.
Oh no, I know it
So
sucks.
if
I've
we
seen
can
it.
learn all of those.
Yeah. Feeling it.
Awesome.
Yeah, the next big step that we kind of had in the pipeline to work with IT is working with Jenkins and how to help you guys build release packages and to stage them. You know, you can run a Jenkins job to put it into stage, and then you can run another job to push it to production, because in the world of Agile, developers aren't supposed to touch the production servers. And so we were...
Exactly.
So we can
Exactly.
we can continue
And-
some of those conversations.
That'd be great. Great.
That's awesome. Yeah.
All right, so
Thank you.
I'm going to read back, just make sure. New project, IT web apps. The key is going to be called IT web. Mary and T, you both will have project admin access. It will be on the sandbox server once you guys play around, and then you guys will get back with me when you guys are ready to move to production. And we'll take a peek at it and we'll help you do that. But don't hesitate to call like a 15 or 30-minute discussion with me if you need some help.
That's fantastic, Jamie. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the offer.
Well, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to cut you loose because I've got 1,000 other things to go
You
do.
bet.
Okay.
All right. That
All right,
sounds
folks.
great. Thanks so much.
Well,
Y'all have a good day.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Appreciate it.
You too.
Oh, they're so funny. They're all excited.
I got that burrito mix mixed up and frozen in Ziploc. I got some breads and some in, and I made some taco meat out of it too. And then so she's got tacos for she's got it.
this size.